Hey everyone, so I'm here to do the tool time tag that Joanne tagged everybody in. I'm not going to count how many tools I have, I'm just going to show you what I use when I stitch. So when I stitch I have a lower end stand, I don't have one here with me, and I use this magnetic board. This is a small one, I use this for my small projects. For my bigger projects I bought this one, which is a DMC magnetic board, and it has a stand and it can stand vertical or horizontal, so I like these two. The other thing that I like is I usually stitch in hand, but on some projects, it depends on the project, I will use a Q-snap. And what I wanted to show you was this is a laptop case that I got from the dollar store, and it fits my, I believe it's the 11 by 11 Q-snap. So as you can see, the Q-snap fits in there and it zips up. So for $1.50 I believe, or $1.25 from the dollar store, I use this as my Q-snap, and it keeps everything clean and tidy, and so I love that. The other thing is I am a bag and case lady. I love my cases and I love my bags. So I bought this case years ago from Michael's. I've been trying to look all over the place to see if I can find another one, but I haven't been able to find one. But this was actually wasn't in the cross stitch section when I bought it. It was in the crayon section. I think it was for crayons. The reason I love this case is it has two sides. So when you open it up, it has one side here, and usually what I do is I put my pattern or any pieces of paper in this side. So, and then on the other side is usually where I put my tools. So as you can see, I have a pattern here actually. This is where I put all my tools. So I actually have 2 projects worth. It allows me to do 2 rows here. So I have 2 projects worth. I have my scissors. I'm a scissor lady, so every cross stitch project has a different pair of scissors. I have a hair clip that I use to clip up my fabric. I have these little jars that I use for little things, and I also store my needles in these jars. I have a little booklet here with post-its and anything that I need. Also have these for my needles. There's, I think, there's 4 of them, and there's size 22, 24, 26, and 28. So I keep all my needles in here because what I've been doing is I have a tendency to, when I have extra thread on my needle, I use one needle for each different floss, and when I have extra thread, I usually just put it back in here so that it's ready to use for the next stitch. If there's a little bit of extra thread, you don't want to waste that. I have my pen. I'm not a highlighter lady. I don't usually mark my patterns. What I do is if there's a stitch that's odd, or I have an extra stitch that's just a confetti stitch, what I'll do is I'll circle it so that I don't forget that I have to go back and do it. So that's this case. The other thing that I love is my work case. This one is the one, or my work bag. This is the one that I take to work, and I take this every day because at lunchtime, I stitch at lunchtime. So I keep my pattern rolled up in a tube because we don't want any creases, especially on the Ada. In here I have a book that has patterns that I'm doing. All the patterns that I'm doing are usually in here. And then I also have another case. This is my work case. This one I actually bought from the dollar store. So I'll show you what I have in here. Again, I keep all my extra floss, an extra pair of scissors in here. I keep my needles in this little thing here. And I actually have a tape measure because I needed one the other day, so I keep that in here as well. I bought this from Michael's. It's called the Needle Nest, so it's got a little magnetic thing, so I usually keep all my needles in here and stuff. And then I've got my DMC numbers in here. So everything is in its little spot. And as you can see, as I said, I am a bag and case lady. Everything has to have a case. Everything has to have a bag. And I collect bags and cases. So I think that was it for the tool time. I'm going to be doing a video coming up next as well with a small haul that I've got. And happy stitching, everyone. And I'll see you at the end of August also with my WIPs updates. Bye for now.